Cite your source. Cite my source. Okay. My source is, and you need to go to Liechtenstein, to the museum where they hold the Moorhen collection. And then you can translate this. Akkadian tablet, MC 2894A. I'm the source. I am your source. Don't worry about where I get my stuff.
Right, I don't really get why these people get so defensive when they are asked to, show their work, show their sources. And I think that the, behavior that the creator display here is a little bit cultish for sure. But let's look into her claims about this source.
Cite your source. Cite your source.
Does it exist, or how does it look like? And I will actually teach you how you yourself can look up cuneiform tablets, and we will also learn a little bit what we should look out for in a source. What are the red flags, so to say. And even if the creator claimed to give us the source, they don't really do it. They don't give us the name of the museum. They just state it's somewhere in Liechtenstein. And I did try to find this Moorhen collection that they are referring in the video. From the information online, there is no museum within Liechtenstein who claim to have a Moorhen collection or a variation of the spelling of Moorhen. The creator also gave us a number, but it's without specifying is it the artifact ID, exhibition ID, or is it the CDLI number? We will get back to that in just a moment. But why is the creator so vague?
Cite your source. Cite your source.
Here, well, as with most of these pseudoscience promoters, they cite each other's without really telling it. They find a claim in a book, online, or wherever, and they just repeat it without giving its source. And in this case, the creator seems to have gotten these claims from anonymous AI-generated YouTube channel.
Some are partly in the Moorhen collection in Liechtenstein, and the other half in Switzerland, also in a private museum, both of which contain Enki's own writings, known to researchers as the Eridu Genesis, and which relate various aspects of his participation in later developments.
And I believe that whoever created this YouTube clip got the name of the Moorhen collection from another anonymous author, pseudonym Ryan Moorhen. And this author has published, several books on ancient languages, but all web pages related to the, author and publicist has mysteriously disappeared from the online record. But if we go back to this YouTube video, they do mention the name of the document. They call it the Eridu Genesis, showing they don't really understand the Sumerian literature here. The Eridu Genesis is not a book per se, but another name for the Sumerian flood myth.
Cite your source. Cite your source.
So there is no tablet that's named the Eridu Genesis, but we find this story incorporated in different tablets, such as King List VB62, the Epic of Gilgamesh, maybe the most famous example here, or in instructions of Shurapak. All right, let's say that we want to look up one of these Sumerian tablets to see if it's the real deal. How can we do it? Well, if we have some information, this is not as complicated as one might think. Take, for example, one of the documents we mentioned earlier. We go with instruction of Shurapak, and we can online learn that this tablet is currently located over at the University of Chicago. And we can confirm this on the university's webpage. And here we can grab either the object or CDLI numbers. And with this, we can head over to the Cuneiform Digital Library Initiative, or CDLI. And we can then search for either object number, but as you notice, we get some additional results as you see here. So the best option is to have the CDLI number. But here we can see more info about the tablet and different publications that have been writing about it. So let's instead search for MA2894A, and we get nothing. In fact, we get nothing online either on this information. And since, as we noticed before, the collection does not exist, I think we can fairly assume that the tablet does not exist either.
Set your source. Set your source.
So as I touched on in earlier episodes and videos, if a source is anonymous, stay away from it. And if they don't want to give you the references, again, stay away from it. If they don't want to show the work, well, we don't need it. There's better resources out there. If they use terminology or numbers or whatever without properly seeming to understand how they are used and what they are for, again, stay away from it. And if they claim that you don't need other sources than this person or individual, definitely stay away from it.
I'm the source. I am your source. Don't worry about where I get my stuff.
We need to be careful. While the pseudoscientific crowd isn't a cult per se, they do incorporate a bit of cult-like behavior, especially cult of personalities. And this is why we need to educate and help improve skeptical thinking in, well, the society in general, and not necessarily make fun of these people. Remember that many of these people and believers are victims to people who want to sell them stuff, sell them books, education, a sense of being special, have knowledge that nobody else has. And I think we need to be sympathetic against the believers and help them on a road where they can explore and learn and, well, come into the world of reality in a sense. But as you learned here, if you have evidence on your side, it's not hard to really show your sources, and it's not scary to show people how to double check you. Because if you're right, you're right. The evidence is there. If it's not there, well, it's understandable that you're a bit nervous about giving them out.
Set your source. Set your source.